Hey, how you doing? This is your girl, Cigar Lady Annette.
And Becky with Cigar Damas.
And we're the Tampa Sisters of the Leaf.
We're getting it down finally after what, almost 2 years?
I know. So it's been a little over a month.
Sorry, y'all.
Yeah. Since we
it may have been a little over because I think we missed last month because
we missed last month.
I was gone or something. Yeah.
Just life.
But I'm back.
That's the beautiful thing. We pretty much do this podcast for our pure entertainment and for us to get together.
Yes.
And for the 4 or 5 viewers that we have.
That's right. Our huge following.
Yeah.
We appreciate y'all.
We just enjoy doing this. We'll leave something for our kids to see in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's it.
They'll be like, we did not know our moms were so cool.
Yeah.
I tell mine all the time, but they don't seem to believe it.
Okay, so I was trying to think of a topic because you guys know we don't, we never know what the topic is really up until, or at least she doesn't. I have no clue.
She will come up with one and then I just kind of fall into it. So what are we doing today?
So I experienced, as always, at one of the lounges, multiple lounges really.
Oh shoot, let's hear it, girl.
The ultimate, like, people, I know we've talked about this before, but I want to talk about it again. People that do, what is it called? When they're on their phone, they don't have their earplugs on.
Speakerphone?
Yeah, speakerphone one, but what is that when iPhones?
FaceTime?
FaceTime.
What I just did with my daughter. Yeah,
right,
FaceTime,
that's
right?
Okay, nobody was here.
No, but that's what you're talking about, right?
FaceTime.
Yeah, okay. So the video call.
Video call, FaceTime, watching movies, no headset. So disrespectful. Oh my God. I was in a lounge the other day and it was a guy over here. It was a guy over there. And I was like, I was waiting for somebody to look at me. One of the guys finally looked and I was like, you want to borrow my headset? That's like the thing I always say.
That's your famous line.
That's my, that's my famous line.
Yeah.
And then he turned it down. But like, seriously, I don't understand.
Why people keep doing it?
Why?
She's already told you once not to do it. We already had this we already did this podcast.
Right. Don't you listen?
I feel like we're dealing with naughty children who don't want to listen and we have to keep punishing you.
And I hear it from so many people, so it's not like it's me.
No, it's a huge complaint. I've heard it from multiple people, or I'll be in somewhere and someone will literally say something if someone's doing that.
Yeah.
Like, good Lord, like we want to hear their conversation, you know? And they'll do anything. They'll fight. They'll talk inappropriate. Like, we don't want to know all that.
They had a guy.
We do not want, I promise you, we don't want to know that.
Right.
Save that for at home. We don't want to know.
There was a guy the other day. Again, the whole purpose of this is that you're not in the lounge by yourself. If you want to do what you want, whenever you want, stay home.
100%. You want to watch a movie? Stay home and watch a movie.
Yeah,
you could literally do this in your front yard. You can sit in your car and do that. If you want to just sit at your, but I agree with you. Unless there's a function going on, most cigar lounges, unless they're having an event or something, people want to go in, they want to sit down, they want to relax. They go there to relax or have normal, nice conversation.
Yeah. There was a guy the other day that was so loud in the lounge, so loud, and the guy was sitting right there, literally. And then finally, everybody like just turned around and said, "Dude, like, I'm gonna need you to take it down a notch." And then he just kind of looked over at me.
Was drinking involved?
Of course.
Okay, because they tend to get louder the more they drink.
But look, it's somebody that sees me at other places that I'm always yelling at him. So he just looked over and I gave him my normal
so it's
look.
somebody you know. So you gave him that mama look, like, boy.
And then he just kind of, It's so funny because I've chastised him so many times, but I'm so happy that other people did it. Because he was really, and he used a lot of curse words. And they were around, it's just not appropriate. You're sitting right next to the person.
Exactly.
People just have a little bit more respect for other people. So many people I know were like, well, I don't really care. I don't really care.
And they don't. They have that persona. Yeah.
No.
And they don't really care.
So sad. Go somewhere else.
But if that's the worst you've seen lately, though, you're doing pretty good. Because usually you've got some kind of crazy story.
Huh.
You know what I mean?
I think that is the worst I've seen.
Yeah. Because we were on the boat for your birthday.
That was awesome, wasn't it?
That was great. Anybody who hasn't done it needs to do it. But
So
I didn't see like any kind of bad, horrible thing there that I would have, because I thought, okay, we're on the boat. I'm going to watch and see if we have something to talk about.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait for it. I didn't.
Nope.
I saw actually people who didn't even know each other interacting with each other. Like, it was a really nice time. It was a really good time on there. I'll definitely do that again.
What was that? Holy Smokes. They were really cool.
Yeah,
so
Holy
they're doing it on the
Smokes,
they're doing it on the 30th, but
well, I did notice one thing on the boat, I will say. One of the girls from your birthday party, and I apologize that I cannot remember her name. Her cigar, the wrapper started peeling.
Oh yeah. She
So that should be a discussion. Who if it's not a light problem, if you didn't light it and it's just a faulty cigar, that's what we need to talk about. Do you get a new cigar? Should the business reimburse you for that?
Of course.
Or should, that might be a good topic because
absolutely. Now, it was a Connecticut. Connecticut's are very sensitive.
They are very sensitive, yes.
So you have to know, like, if somebody did this,
yes,
it can crack it. So it's kind of like 50-50 with Connecticut's. So
yeah.
Did you?
But since there wasn't really, we were sitting where there wasn't an ashtray.
It was just,
so there wasn't none of that.
Literally, once they cut it, it cracked.
Yeah. So I saw the cigar, and I think it might have been just,
His was doing that. I looked over at him. His was doing that also. Now, here's the thing about me. I don't believe in wasting. So I also don't believe in wasting my money. However, I will still smoke it until I can't smoke it.
I'm going to tell you what, I have been in cutters before, and you know how people pick up cigars, so sometimes they'll drop them, put them back, whatever. So a lot of times it's not even the person who made the cigar, and it's not the business owner. It could be because customers have messed with it. But I have been where they automatically just gave me one. Penelope saw it was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and she just automatically, she caught it before I even caught it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, because a lot of them be like.
So, yeah. So I have to say, over there, she literally the other day was like, and Alex grabbed another one. And like I said, and that's the thing, though, because that's where it's confusing. Okay, did a customer damage this? Who has to foot the bill if maybe it was damaged by another customer who picked it up, played with it, dropped it, whatever?
Well, that's true. So, but that's still not the customer's fault because it was
no, it's not.
So
but
what I've done is, like, I've cut a cigar, and if I heard, like, I start smoking, I hear, I'm like, oh Lord, my cigar's about to crack. So I told Alex one time that happened to me. And I said, hey, just an FYI, my cigar is cracking. I'm going to keep smoking it. But if it starts unraveling,
yes,
I'm going to need a new cigar. And so he's like, no, I'll give you a new cigar. No, I don't believe in wasting. If I can smoke it, if it's not literally falling off, but if it's just a little crack.
But if it starts unraveling.
And I
then that's a whole different story.
Yeah. That's a whole different story.
That's a whole different story.
Yeah,
but if you've got like a little flare up, you can just do that. And usually it goes back down.
I try cigars. There's not a lot of markup in cigars. So I try to be,
And like I said, sometimes it's really not funny. Even.
There's a little crack. I need a new cigar. It's like, really? Are you serious?
After they smoked half of it. Which was not the case on the boat, I will say that. But also we have to say we were on the boat, we were dealing with wind, it was dealing with other issues that may have happened with it.
Cigars are so sensitive.
Yeah, but I was thinking that was the only thing I noticed that might be a good topic would be like, okay. So if you do have a faulty cigar, then who's going to? But I personally, when I've rarely had that happen, but when I do, the person who owns the business is always, and like I said, over at Cutters, Penelope noticed before I even knew it. She was ringing me up and noticed. So, so I was like, oh, okay, well, thank you, girl.
Yeah.
So, but
yeah, it's pretty much the business owner. So, and then it's up to, if they have it more often, it's up to them to take it up with the manufacturer, distributor, or whoever it is. But let us know what you guys think as far as your experience with obnoxious people in the lounges who are FaceTime. I think somebody told me one time.
And it sounds like it's someone continually. It sounds like it's someone continually that's obnoxious.
I don't. Well, that person at that other lounge.
Yeah,
he's like
that's what
that
I'm
all
saying.
the time. But this person, I don't really hang out with him. And then the other person, I didn't really know them.
Gotcha.
So
it's not like you felt comfortable going up and being
like,
hey,
but I kept waiting for them to look at me because I kept staring.
And he probably could feel your eyes. And he was probably like, I'm not going to look up. I'm not going to look up. Somebody's watching me because you can feel eyes on you. You're like, oh man, okay.
Yeah, I just kept staring. Oh, I have another topic, but we're going to save it for whenever we do the next podcast, and it's about bringing your guests. We talked about it, but it's a little different topic. Bringing your non-smoking guests to a cigar lounge. So stay tuned for the next topic on that one. Let us know what you guys think about obnoxious
and any
gifts.
other topics you guys have. Anything you see in a lounge, please, we'll talk about it. We don't care.
So I'm sorry, we're on location today. We're at we're in Valrico. And used to be called Mi Casa Cigars. Now it's MC Cigars. So if you guys are ever in Valrico, they have this really cool outdoor patio. They have a really cool interior. And as soon as you walk in, you're in the humidor. So make sure you check out MC Cigars, also known as Mi Casa Cigars. And check them out, support them. So we're going to try to visit other lounges.
Where are we going to be next month?
Yeah, we'll have to
figure it out.
Wherever we can find a nice, quiet. I figure you're always coming to my side of town, so we'll find things on this side for you as well.
I don't mind driving if it's a good lounge.
Yeah.
At all.
All right, guys. Well, thank you, and
see you next month. Bye, y'all.